I almost lost $8,000 because of a decision I made in 30 seconds. And it wasn't a market crash. It wasn't bad timing. It was one simple question inside a coin shop. Gold was climbing. Inflation headlines everywhere. I walked in ready to be smart. The dealer asked, "You want bars or coins?" Bars were cheaper per ounce. I did the math in my head. I said, "Bars." That decision followed me for 3 years. Because when I needed cash fast, I discovered something no one tells you about gold. Every dealer I called said the same thing. We need to send it to a lab first. One guy wanted a $50 testing fee. Another offered me 12% below market price because it wasn't a recognized mint. The cheap bar became the expensive mistake. And this same trap cost my friends something far worse than $8,000. Today I'll show you exactly how to avoid it, and how to structure your gold so you never get stuck with metal you can't move. Here's the reality: gold is not just gold. Coins are universal. Take an American Eagle to a pawn shop in Montana, they know it. Take it to a dealer in Tokyo, they know it. Government stamped. Recognized. Liquid. Bars are bulk. They're cheaper to buy, usually 2 to 5% over spot. Coins? 8 to 15%. On $10,000, you might save $1,000 buying bars. It feels smart. But you're not saving money. You're postponing a problem. And sometimes that problem shows up when you can least afford it. If you think my 12% haircut was bad, listen to this. My friend Marcus spent 5 years stacking $50,000 in gold bars. He loved telling people how low his premiums were. Then a life-changing investment landed on his desk. He needed $30,000 in cash within 72 hours. He had it. It was sitting in gold. Dealer number 1. Ship it to headquarters. 5 days. Dealer number 2. We'll need assay results. 7 days. By the time the money cleared, the deal was gone. Someone else took it. Marcus didn't lose money. He lost opportunity. An opportunity is usually more expensive than premiums. That's when I realized the premium on coins isn't a cost. It's insurance for your exit. But coins versus bars is only half the story. Here's the part nobody calculates. I bought a high-end safe for $2,000. Then I found out my homeowner's insurance wouldn't cover precious metals. I had to add a $300 per year rider. If you own $12,000 in gold and pay $300 per year, over 10 years, 1 out of every $4 you invested is gone. Not to the market. To storage. You're paying just to keep what you already bought. That's friction most people never factor in. Now here's where advice online gets sloppy. If you're in the heavyweight category, $100,000 plus in gold, bars become more space efficient in professional vaults. At that level, chain of custody solves authentication issues. But for the average person, you're probably adding complexity you don't need. Which brings me to something that surprises people. Don't buy physical gold at all. I know. You want to hold it. But hear me out. If you buy small amounts of physical gold, you start 8 to 10% in the hole. That means gold has to rise just for you to break even. Instead, use a gold ETF like GLD or IAU. Zero premium. Instant liquidity. No safes. No insurance riders. Click sell. Cash in 48 hours. Use ETFs to build your position. Move to physical when the math makes sense. Not before. There's one more trap. March 2020. The world was ending. Dealers were buying at $1,750 and selling at $2,150. A 20% spread. People panic bought at the worst possible moment. 3 weeks later, spreads normalized. Gold's price was higher. But buyers actually paid less overall because the panic premium was gone. The lesson? Never buy gold when the news is screaming. Buy it when it's boring. Boring is profitable. Here's the simple structure. Level 1, under $5,000, ETFs only. Build exposure without donating 10% to premiums. Level 2, $5,000 to $20,000, 100% 1-ounce coins. Eagles. Maple leaves. Recognized. Liquid. Level 3, $20,000 to $100,000, 70% coins. 30% bars. Liquidity plus efficiency. Level 4, $100,000 plus, professional vaulting. Chain of custody removes most authentication friction. Notice something? Every level prioritizes liquidity first. Because you don't control when you'll need to sell. One last thing. I almost wired $15,000 to an online dealer offering gold 2% below spot. It looked like a steal. My regular dealer laughed. If it's below spot, you're not buying gold. You're buying a lesson in counterfeiting. Fake bars. Tungsten cores. Websites that disappear. Trying to save 1% can cost you 100%. Stick to established names. Or a local shop that's been around for decades. Reputation is the cheapest insurance you'll ever buy. Gold isn't meant to make you rich. It's meant to keep you from becoming poor. Structure it for liquidity. Buy it when it's boring. And always think about your exit before your entry.